In the last year, Maine has passed legislation to expand background checks for private gun sales, establish an Office of Violence Prevention, hire more state troopers, and expand Maine's existing yellow flag law.
I think it's great that we have our version of an extreme risk protection order in place, and I'm glad that we were able to strengthen it somewhat.
Representative Vicky Dudera is the founder and co-chair of the legislature's Gun Safety Caucus. The extreme risk protection order that she's referring to is the state's yellow flag law, which allows law enforcement to get a warrant signed by a judge in an unusual circumstance so they can take a person into protective custody.
We've been working on these, and we were certainly glad to see when the governor put them forward.
Since the mass killing in Lewiston, Maine's yellow flag law has been used on average more than once a day.
About 15 times more than had been used in the preceding 3 years that it had been in effect.
Maine's Total Coverage has been asking Governor Jana Mills for a one-on-one interview about the investigation and the legislation she signed into law for the last 6 months, but we have not yet been able to secure a time.
Many more were
in a press conference 17 days after the commission report was released, she addressed members of the media.
In a small, close-knit community like Lewiston, and in a small, close-knit state like Maine, most everyone knew somebody who was directly impacted by this tragedy.
I would rather challenge the most complex problems.
Mills and members of the legislature worked with David Trahan at the Sportsmen's Alliance of Maine.
It's pretty much common practice for us to help.
The Sportsmen's Alliance and the Gun Safety Caucus don't always see eye to eye on the best way to handle gun issues, but they do agree that we as a state could be doing more. Trahan says we need more education as it relates to the yellow flag law, and to remember that it can be applied to people who are a threat to themselves, not just to others.
We will introduce legislation that will at least give some initial training to resource officers on how to use the yellow flag law and make it specific to younger people. We don't want young people being dragged out as if they've not committed any crimes or whatever. We want them to get help.
Yes, we've been looking at...
Dudera argues that Maine actually needs to go even further with a red flag law.
We'd like to see it be a true universal background check. So we've been working on all these policies, the 72-hour waiting period, which has been shown in other states to help with firearm suicide rates, give people that little cooling off period, that buffer time, so that they don't get their hands on a gun when they're in a bad place.
State lawmakers will be back to work in January, and we can expect to see further gun legislation. For 8 Investigates, I'm Jackie Mundry.